This week on Swift Waters.
This episode, we travel down to the great state of Louisiana and get an awesome hunt with some great friends, William and Daniel.
So stick around, you're gonna love this show. Welcome to Swift Waters with Shawn and Connie.
This episode, we head all the way down to Louisiana and get a great hunt with William and Daniel.
I tell you what, we head down there full bore. John joins us, and we get down into just some good old southern hospitality. And I tell you, the birds are stacking in.
Oh, they just cooperate. Wait till you see the action that happens.
This is one of the best trips of our entire year.
Yeah, the trip down to Louisiana. We got some great friends, William and Daniel, that invite us down every year, and we just really appreciate it and have an awesome time.
The time of year is mid-January. There's about 2 weeks left of the season. We've been done in the northern part for well over 6 weeks. The weather has been warm all the way down, a lot of water, so the birds have just sporadically been crazy. We get down there on a Friday evening. We have a great dinner outside, you know.
We got the smoker gold, put some pork roast, pork loin on it, just enjoying the evening.
Yeah, it is nice. So it's a relatively early evening to bed because we know we got to hit it quick in the morning. The next day, we get everything loaded in a side-by-side and a four-wheeler, and off through the woods we go to the hole. We get our stuff set up. Connie and Daniel are partnering up.
Oh yeah, in the pit blind again this year. This is really cool. It's my one time a year I get to hunt out of the pit blind. Daniel's on one side, it's the two of us, and we are just honkered in.
John and I are on the back side, and we're tucked in right behind a lone tree that's kind of on a little bit of a point, you know, and what we're hoping is the birds are going to come in right in between us, you know, and drop in. That's fingers crossed. So, you know, it starts getting into daylight, the sun starts cracking up over our right-hand side.
You can just hear them. Oh, dark 30, you have blue-winged teal just flying by, zipping. We don't even get a shot off. It's just like they're buzzing us.
Yep, and then the mallards start coming through, and I tell you what, first volley in, they're coming over the backside of these guys in the pit, and they can't see them. Well, I can, you know, and Daniel's like, you know, take it, you know, so I'm up and over the tree on the backside, 1 foot, you know, one of those dancing, and sure enough, you know, the gods are with me, and that bird drops just stone cold.
Woohoo! So the morning is off really cool.
Yep, there's a monkey off the back, and let's just have fun at this stage.
No, Chloe, here.
We start hitting them, you know, and now they're kind of a little weary. The ceiling's a little higher. We're trying to get them to work, you know, and some of them are, some of them aren't. You know, we got another greenhead coming through, you know, pull through, boom, we got another one down.
Shot. Over, circled us a couple times, and down they went. Woohoo! Pretty sweet that was. Woohoo! You know, Shawn sends Chloe out. She has some pretty couple awesome retrieves, and then the rest we just let set because you got more ducks yet coming in.
Immediately, John's on them, Daniel's on them, Connie's on them. Birds are flying, and we're working them, and finally, you know, we start getting to the point where we're going to bump them. You know, Daniel yells out and he kicks them up. Right, take them, you know, and setting. She's seen them hit the water at this point, and we got to try to keep her in, you know, because we got more birds coming in. We got 2 groups of shooters, and what we don't want to do is have a mishap.
Swift Waters is proudly brought to you by Kent Cartridge, Caddis Waterfowl Wading Systems, Woodland Resort, Camel Systems, Mount Man Guns, Peat Dryer, Mech Shooting Sports, Epic Guide Service, Big Al's Decoys, Thermacell Heated Products, Browning, and these fine sponsors.
Kent Bismuth Premium Shot Shells has taken waterfowl loads to a new level. When you're chasing the migration, Bismuth is an easy choice for your next hunt. Whether you're in the field, marsh, open water, or flooded timbers, Bismuth provides superior ballistics and consistent performance for every type of wing shooting. Harsh conditions demand the most of us and our gear. Bismuth is the shot we rely on. Kent Bismuth, it's back, and it's better than ever.
Being the year-round duck hunters, we rely on waders from Waterfowl Wading Systems by Caddis.
Caddis makes a great ladies' wader that is made to fit a woman.
With many styles, the Northern Guide Breathables and the Hybrid Extreme waders will keep you warm and dry in any weather conditions.
The Peat Wader system eliminates moisture from hip boots and waders. They provide us with confidence that our gear will be warm and dry at the start of each day. The result is what we call Peat Dry.
Peat Dryer. We invented dry.
Camel Systems 3D camouflage netting eliminates outlines and allows you to blend into your environment. Whether you hunt portable or permanent blinds, Camel Systems will make you blend in and provide a perfect foundation for total concealment. Blend in with Camel Systems.
The Woodland Resort is perfect for the freelance hunter in the Prairie Pothole region of North Dakota.
They offer seasonal accommodations, luxury suites, cabins, and rooms.
They also provide a cleaning house with an on-site marina. Check out Woodland Resort on Devil's Lake for your next adventure.
Connie and I found ourselves enjoying the outdoors all the time.
It's where we really want to be.
A lot of this is always focused around water. And, you know, not just lakes, rivers, marshlands, but also outside that fresh, clean drinking water. So we're going to kick off a new initiative called Get Infused. And it's all about trying to preserve and improve fresh water.
To learn more about Get Infused and to become an ambassador, go to swiftwaters.com.
This segment's brought to you by Mud Buddy Outdoors.
And since the birds are coming in relatively hot for us, you know, it's keep her in, don't let her get out. So on the same note, you got to let her have some fun. So I snap her out there to get a retrieve, and I'll take the licking from Daniel and the crew. But it's like, fetch him up, Chloe, you know, and she does just a spot on, you know, dead eyes right out to the bird, nothing like it, grabs the bird and right back at us and sets down, you know. So immediately, you know, at least we got some greenheads in. We know we got some birds out there yet, and we're trying to keep mental count of all the activity. So John and I are flipping spots, right? And we're hoping for some good volleys coming in. And I tell you, this is where the mayhem kicks in.
Unbelievable. Now we're in the middle of this pond on a little island, Daniel and I, and we're facing towards kind of Shawn and John, and not knowing what's coming overhead. And then they crest us, and they're circling, and they're circling.
Right. And we can see behind them. So we got probably 3 or 4 circling, another 3 or 4 circling. We got a couple on the water, and behind us, John and I are looking, and there's stacks of them. They're coming in waves yet behind us. And I'm looking at those guys like, not yet, no, not yet. John's in front of me thinking, when are we gonna go? He's like, I got 4 stacked up greenheads right in front of me. You know, I'm like, no, unsafe, man. No. We gotta let this one play out. You know, how many times you just get to enjoy the show of these birds coming through full flare, maple leafing to drop in, you know, and they're hitting the water in front of us, and there's probably 10, 15 of them puddling around with others starting to continue flying.
Unbelievable. You know, it was just really cool to watch that.
Yeah, it is. Even though those guys are totally concealed in these pit blinds, their vision is completely obscured from anything behind them. So they're relying on us at this point. The shot is called, right? And John's taking his, Daniel's up on it, Connie's doing the same thing, you know.
We got birds falling everywhere. And, you know, Chloe does go out after a couple. We bring her back in because there's still more flying around, and, you know, you don't want to bust those. So
right.
We get her anchored back in.
What in the... You didn't want to shoot that hen, did you? That's right.
You know, so we're seeing another set of birds come through. This one goes over top of these guys in the pit. You know, both of them pull up, hit it, they get it, but they wing it.
To the backside of the
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, I'm in the other angle watching this thing go, and immediately it's like, cripple. We're on it, you know, and I grab Chloe, John's got the camera, he's trying to keep us on, and I'm up and over a ridge and down in the water. Last weekend of the hunt, keep in mind, last weekend of the hunt, and I don't think I flooded at all this year. So I'm trucking. You can see this one happen. They're playing out. You know, the water's knee deep, thigh deep, waist deep. Boom! I got grass head or some type of stump or whatever, and I can't get my feet in front of me. Got my gun, and it's like, oh boy. I'm right in, arms this deep, gun is the only thing in the butt end down trying to hold me, get my balance back up, and I'm trying to shake it, and immediately it's like, did anyone see that?
I seen it, but I quite didn't know what was going on because immediately he was off on to go find that new duck.
Oh yeah. Continue barreling through the water. Chloe's already swam across the other side where we saw the bird hit the shoreline. Now once it hits the shoreline, it's got probably another 75 yards, and then it's solid trees from that point back. And my once it hits that tree line, it's going to be really tough. Real thick grass, kind of like what we got here. Chloe's on it. She's barreling for it. I'm trying to keep up, and it makes it all the way to the tree line, and it's down through it. Chloe's now working like a pheasant dog, an upland dog, trying to flush this thing out. No success. I'm casting her back into the timbers, kind of arbitrarily, and I see a draw, and I'm thinking, well, there's a lot of dead and down. Maybe something's in her. She gets birdie, and she's just working it like this, working it. And man, all of a sudden, she just goes nuts. She's head down into all this wood, dead timber, and I can see her like pawing, and pops up with a greenhead.
Unbelievable.
It was like, last weekend of the hunt, and she does an unbelievable retrieve, probably her best yet, of the season. Brings it over, and we got a huge greenhead, a lot of work, got a flooded waders. Man, is it awesome.
Kent Bismuth Premium Shot Shells has taken waterfowl loads to a new level. When you're chasing the migration, Bismuth is an easy choice for your next hunt. Whether you're in the field, marsh, open water, or flooded timbers, Bismuth provides superior ballistics and consistent performance for every type of wing shooting. Harsh conditions demand the most of us and our gear. Bismuth is the shot we rely on. Kent Bismuth, it's back, and it's better than ever. The Woodland Resort is perfect for the freelance hunter in the Prairie Pothole region of North Dakota.
They offer seasonal accommodations, luxury suites, cabins, and rooms.
They also provide a cleaning house with an on-site marina. Check out Woodland Resort on Devil's Lake for your next adventure. Waterfowl Wading Systems by Caddis has designed waders for all conditions. The Northern Guide Breathables are perfect for warm weather, while the Hybrid Extremes are great for standing in the frigid timbers.
Caddis has designed a great ladies' wader that is made to fit a woman.
Waterfowl Wading Systems by Caddis. Camo Systems 3D camouflage netting eliminates outlines and allows you to blend into your environment. Whether you hunt portable or permanent blinds, Camo Systems will make you blend in and provide a perfect foundation for total concealment. Blend in with Camo Systems. The most important part of anyone's hunt is their firearms. With new and used guns and all the accessories you want, visit Mountain Man Guns. Dan Yeager provides high-quality service with over 30 years' experience in the firearm industry. Visit Mountain Man Guns in Cambridge, Wisconsin. Connie and I found ourselves enjoying the outdoors all the time.
It's where we really want to be.
A lot of this is always focused around water. Not just lakes, rivers, marshlands, but also outside like fresh, clean drinking water. So we're going to kick off a new initiative called Get Infused. And it's all about trying to preserve and improve fresh water.
To learn more about Get Infused and to become an ambassador, go to swiftwaters.com.
This segment's brought to you by Mitten Mayhem Performance.
we continue hunting. We got probably another, I don't know, half hour or so in. And what do? John and I are sitting there.
Breakfast is cooking in the main cabin.
Right. And the main blind is right straight across from us, you know. William's over there. He's got sausages, biscuits, the whole bit cooking up over there, right?
It smells kind of good.
Yeah.
So
come on, and it comes in waves, right? First people out, they go get something to eat, come back in, next people out. So we go over, get some food. It's just awesome. So we get some food in us, and you know, and it's an awesome morning. Get back out. We play off the morning, you know, back into our spot behind that tree. The sun's now coming up, and it's starting to show us pretty bad. Yeah. These guys are still buried down in the pit blind, so they've got the best opportunity. And then it's the same thing, you know, more birds. So, you know, I switch it out with John, and these guys are in a pit, and now we're hoping for those traditional mallards just to come pile in. And I tell you what, we get a set of 2 that start circling, working. You know, we get another set of 4, we get a set of 10.
And we can only see it from overhead. These guys are watching the whole thing, and they're circling this whole pond over and over.
And I'm there. I'm on with the camera, and John's in front of me. He looks like Chloe. He's like, but my problem is I'm only going to have 1 volley with 3 shots. He looks in front of him. He's got 4 greenheads stacked up right in a row, and he's like, "Are we going to bump them yet?" Look here.
Oh yeah!
What's up, boss? That was the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in my life.
I'm doing everything we can to hold Chloe back because she's ready to retrieve this bird, and it's more of a mental mark, you know, where this bird is. Don't let the bird stop. You know, the weather's getting great, sunny out, you know, and sure enough, we get some more birds chopping over us.
Oh yeah, they kept coming in. You know, you got a couple more down, and
yeah, some went over this gal, you know, and she pulls up out, and it cartwheels back behind her, right? Get it. Yeah, I killed that one before. That's pretty funny. Good girl. Come on. And then it's back into the blinds. We probably got a little bit of time left, and we'll kind of see if more birds come in or not. And, you know, you get that lull in the morning, and usually we're wrapping up, at least they're wrapping up 10, 11 o'clock. So it's pushing that time frame. I'm looking at these guys. I'm like, we had a great hunt already.
So now you got to go retrieve the ducks that are still out there, and Chloe is having a great time.
Yeah, so we're
casting her off on the direction that all the ducks are. We all had to mark them, and then they're just laying there.
And she's out, you know, individual retrieves. This is the most perfect way to be able to train your dogs, you know. It's literally, you know, set, back, you know, and she's off casting out, gets a bird, brings it back in. Fat, you know, out, gets the bird, brings it back in. And we can do that methodically through each one of the birds. What a way to close the season out.
Oh yeah, let's see your duck. Oh yeah, nice greenhead. Woohoo!
And keep in mind, you know, we get them all situated up. We're close enough to a group limit where we say, you know what, we've had an awesome morning. You know, let's start picking the decoys up. We got to organize where the pit blind is. You know, we gather up the birds, then it's, you know, let's pick the decoys up. I look over my shoulder, and here comes Daniel, you know, through the timbers on his 4-wheeler, right into the pond.
Right into the marsh.
Right through the water, I mean, to get the decoys. I'm like, dude, I'm in a boat, and you take your 4-wheeler to set your decoys. This is way too cool. We don't ever get to do this. Not a lot of people would do this. 15 hours down for, you know, a 5-hour hunt. And then we're motoring back again. But I tell you,
any day of the week.
Any day of the week. That's what this sport is all about. It's the people you meet, the birds are out there, the waterways are unbelievable, the beautiful locations we have in America that we get the opportunity to see.
Unbelievable hunt this morning.
Yeah, we had a great time. Daniel really put us on some birds. Jonathan's running cameras, running some guns. We had an unbelievable shoot today. As you know, for us to get into pure mallards all morning long is a special treat for us. So.
It really is. I mean, we had pairs coming in, and then you had, you know, the flock, and it's circling and circling, and then they just flare and they come on in, and it was just, they land, and then more keep coming in. It was just the coolest thing.
We did a little different strategy today. Obviously, Connie and Daniel were still in a pit here. John and I moved on the other side of the pond to try to get some really nice incoming shots, both on the camera and for shooting, and it really paid off.
It really did.
We got one ring bill out of the deal. A couple woodies came in early that we passed on. Had you know, singles, doubles, and then just a nice group that came in. So overall, huge success down in Louisiana. Last weekend of 2017, and we go out with a bang. Outside, I even get to flood my waders.
Yeah, he goes down out of sight, and I'm like, whoa, where'd he go?
Yeah, looking for a new phone. But anyway, thanks a lot for sticking around. We had a great time. Snow goose hunt's coming up next, you know, and we'll see where that takes us. We'll start in Arkansas and head north chasing them.
Swift Waters is proudly brought to you by Kent Cartridge, Caddis Waterfowl Wading Systems, Woodland Resort, Camo Systems, Mountain Man Guns, Peat Dryer, Mech Shooting Sports, Epic Guide Service, Big Al's Decoys, Thermacell Heated Products, Browning, and these fine sponsors.
We get everything picked up. We start heading back through the timbers, you know, and you can see where we're at. It's all pine trees in the front area, and then it goes back into timbers. We get back up to the cottage. So once we're back up at the cottage, you know, we got to get the birds all processed. Because again, we're out of state, so you got to follow the rules and regulations. Have some type of identification on the birds, preferably a wing.
Yep, usually we leave the wings on.
Yep. So we got a new technique on how to, you know, how to clean these birds that one of Daniel's buddies, his boy Nate, taught us. He literally steps on the back end of it and gives a yank, and the breast comes off, breastplate and both wings come off.
Yeah,
and
pretty cool.
Yep, completely done, you know. It's so cool, so cool. So we package them all, ID each bag.
Some of them, the little smaller ones, we couldn't do that too, so we actually had to fillet them out.
So after we clean the birds, then remember, it's all about identification. We end up putting just enough birds, a daily limit per person in a bag, ID the bag, who's got it, what the date is, the location, right?
Yep.
That way we're legal to transport these birds. Each person has a daily limit of 6 birds, possession limit of 3 times your daily limit. So we've got plenty of space in that category. But on the same note, on ice, put it in a cooler, transport it back up again. Hey, thanks a lot for watching the show. As you can see, we're still down in Louisiana. We just finished a great weekend hunt. Daniel was good enough to host us down here for the weekend, and they've got just an unbelievable piece of property. They manage the birds. I call it manage them because they put a lot of thought into, you know, how they're going to hunt them, when they're going to hunt them, as compared to on or public land that everybody gets out onto. Yep. Me, us included. Yep. We're out, you know, hitting as much as we can. But you know, when you guys are putting together management, you know, what do you describe as it?
We keep it simple. We basically just utilize the natural moist soil plants. Your native millet and smartweed. Yep. You know, that's basically all we do. We natural plants that the ducks love. You know, get a good seed crop in there and flood it, hunt it once a week, rest them, and generally on Saturdays when the rewards pay off.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Well, hey, thanks a lot for joining us. We had a great trip.
We had an absolute time. Yep. Thank you very much for putting up with us.
Yeah. Right. Well, thank you for putting up with me. Yeah. Thank y'all for coming.
Well, we appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, for sure. We'll be in contact yet, and we're going to head north from here, back into Arkansas, and then we start snow goose hunting from there. So, again, try to keep up. This segment of Project Freelancer is brought to you by Optima. Optima makes unbelievable batteries. Everyone knows the color tops, yellow, blue, red. We've got dual packs in the yellows. There are 900 cranking amps for this legendary 7.3 diesel. This thing will provide all of the cold cranking amps I need in this frigid Wisconsin winters, as well as all these accessories I've got built onto this thing. So anytime you're looking for additional power on any of your rigs, look up Optima. Oh, Connie, what a trip that was.
Unbelievable.
Just a Southern hospitality. Daniel, William, thank you.
Thank you tremendously from the bottom of our hearts.
Oh.
It's an amazing time we always
Green
have.
head just piling into the hole. Nothing like it.
So thanks for joining this episode of Swift Waters with Shawn and Connie.
Closed captioning brought to you by Thermacell Heated Products.
The greenheads are just piling in this hole that they've created down there. I tell you, we can't get enough of it. We got John from behind the camera, and this kid's on fire.
So stick around and watch the action.
Can we do that again with no ho-ho-hos?
Yeah, did I? Okay, thank you.
Welcome to Swift Waters with Shawn and Connie.
This episode, whoop, I did it.